Hello guys, it's Diana Do here. Today I'm going to be showing you my Nintendo DS games. I don't have many because I received a Nintendo 3DS XL this winter as a gift. And I was the happiest girl of all. I'm so happy because I love video games. What I love about Nintendo DS is that there's so many classic games, classic role-playing games that you can buy, and I'm still looking for Chrono Trigger and many others. Right now I have 4 games. I do not have them the cartridges because I keep them in a separated little black box which I take everywhere with me because I'm so obsessed with video games and I always play with them. So this is one of the games I was given this winter. It's Pokemon Black 2. It's not a classic game, but Pokemon, I always loved Pokemon. I played with Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow. I especially loved Yellow because I loved having Pikachu with me, and I loved having him around all the time, especially because he's a great Pokemon actually. So this was Pokemon Black 2, and I think it is very underrated because the starting Pokemons are really interesting. I started off with Tepig and I evolved him into an Emboar. I saw around a very funny comic where Blaziken threatens Fennekin. Fennekin is the new fire starter we'll have in Pokemon X and Y. You should go look for that comic because it is amazing. This is Pokemon Black 2. In Italian it's called Pokemon Versione Nera 2. I love holding game boxes. I honestly hope that Nintendo games will never become downloadable because I love having game boxes and just stocking them like this and unpacking them. I don't care if it costs more. I like to have my games stocked in a library. Same goes for my PSP games, but I will review them and show them to you another day because my friend has my 2 favorite ones, so no point. This game is amazing because, sorry, I'm going to make loud sound opening it. And this game is amazing for some different reasons. I'm a non-3D lover. I mean, I like 3D, but only when it's with 2D characters. So this is why I really like this game. And most of all, what really caught me in this game was like music, because the original soundtrack is amazing. I even bought it because I just like to listen to it when I'm going around with my MP3 player, my music player. I love listening to Pokemon music. One of my favorite songs is Nakren City. I don't know how you call it, how to pronounce it, because I know that in Italian it's Zeffiropoli. And that song is basically probably the cutest song I've ever heard, and it's so addicting. Another one of my favorite songs is Champion Iris theme. That's just such a happy and radiant theme, and it always makes me think of one of my favorite friends. And here is the Pokemon Center image, and it's a global center. I don't know if any of you played Pokemon Black or White 2. And a very interesting characteristic of this game is Join Avenue. Basically, Join Avenue, people that you encounter in the Pokemon Global Center by fighting, exchanging monsters, they come to your avenue. aside those that you meet, a couple from 2 to 5, if I'm not wrong, will come to visit you every day. The more people visit, the more shops you can open, and the more people visit, the higher ranks your shops get, giving you more interesting items, and raising the rank of your giant avenue up to level 100, and giving medals as well, prizes. And I remember having a lot of fun with what was called Magnemite Coil. Magnemite Coil started from Japan because people needed more people in Giant Avenue, and so you just had to catch a Magnemite. And the pun is actually that in Japanese, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, coil, Magnemite is called coil. It's literal translation. So it's Magnemite coil. And so you just catch a Magnemite, and you put it on this global station, and you ask another Magnemite in change for it. You don't ask for a specific level, and in a matter of minutes, or well, so it was a couple of months ago, somebody would have picked up your Magnemite and given you another one. I was very lucky because I did hundreds of exchanges, and I always checked if I got a Magnemite with a Pokevirus, and I did. So all my Pokemons now in Black 2 have Pokevirus, and that makes them evolve and makes them stronger a lot faster. The problem is, though, I'm not very much into EV training because I'm not that nerd. I mean, in a nice way, of course. And so, anyway, I'm very happy because my Pokemons all have Pokevirus, and I've been enjoying it infecting other Magnemites. So I hope that anyone who gets a Magnemite maybe will find it infected with the Pokevirus. Okay, so this is Pokemon Black 2. This was the other game that I received and this Christmas as a gift, and I was fascinated by the character's art. As you can see, he is the artist behind this. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Is the one that also drew Chrono Trigger, Dragon Ball, Rally characters. This is, I'm sorry, Dragon Quest 4. It doesn't say the name, it doesn't say the number. It's the Chronicles of the Chosen Ones, if I'm not wrong in English. It's Dragon Quest, Le Cronica dei Prescelti. This is a remake of a very famous Super Nintendo game. It has new improved graphics. Actually, this is a remake of the PlayStation remake of the Super Nintendo, and people have complained because the graphics were not updated. But honestly, I'm very happy they weren't, because I love this kind of graphics. They're just perfect. So I can't wait to get my hands on all the other Dragon Quest games, because they'll be having those graphics for a long time. The story is quite simple. There's many characters you're playing with, and you gotta save the world from the meanies. You can choose if you want to be them female or male hero. I've chose to be female, and as some of you may know, I like strong attacked characters, and there are a couple of strong attackers in here. I'm not very fond of magic attacks, but if I have a healer who also has strong black magic, then I'm very happy. See the graphics, and they're 3D, and you can also use L and R buttons to rotate. And you have shops, And you have banks where you can put your money. You can save in churches. And there's so much stuff to buy, so many monsters to fight. I love random battles. I'm a huge RPG nerd, so I'm like, it's not an RPG game if I'm not stopped every 20 seconds by a random encounter. It's just my opinion. I know that sometimes like it. Here it says where you can walk and where not. And desert, just forest, mountains. Here it gives you the difference between temple, village, castle, and sea. Here we have a grotto, a cavern, and a tower. And here's your means of transport. I don't know how to translate this, I'm sorry. I'll just show it to you closer. Ship, and I don't know how to call this other. You know, it's that hot air balloon. I'm sorry, I remember that I studied this when I studied flying, but I can't remember the name. Not in English, of course. It's carro and mongolfiera. And you have so many characters with you at the time, and you can fight with 4. You have 4 characters battling. When you have 4, of course, because sometimes you start with 1, 2, or 3, depending on the moment of the story. You can play with a casino. And you can also interact with other Nintendo DSs, but luckily I don't have other RPG fans. And it says advices for your travel. Save, 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 save. I'm sorry, guys. It is vital that in any RPG game, any actual game, you save like crazy. You never know when you're going to meet somebody that will break your teeth, that will kill your teeth. So you always gotta save. My brother, he's younger than me, and we play video games together, and he picks on me because of this. But I remind him of all the times he doesn't save, and he then wants to cry when I really like this booklet because it is very precious. I like all the details. It's a Dragon Quest after all. It's a classic game. And I like the texture of this. So this is missing the game because I have it. But I'm kind of sad because I left it at my friend's house. So I won't be having any other video games other than the one I'm going to show you now for a couple of days. And I'm missing them so much. This is the latest game I bought, and it's Pokemon Soul Silver. In Italian it is Pokemon Versione Argento. And I bought it with Pocket Walker, but I'm so sad because my Pocket Walker stopped working. And since I bought a used version, there was no guarantee on that. So I'm a very, very sad panda. Okay, Pokemon Soul Silver is the remake of Pokemon Silver, which was broken by color. And I really loved Pokemon Silver, but I'm sorry again, too much blabbing. But I'm kind of having a difficulty in growing attached to my Pokemons, and right now I'm fighting with Cyndaquil, which evolved, but is not a very good Pokemon. And I have Gyarados, I have Dratini, I hope he'll evolve into Dragonair and Dragonite soon. I have Butterfree because I won her in the bug catching contest, although I hoped I could have caught Shider because I would love to make him evolve because it becomes Bug and Steel. And you really have to check that out because he basically has no weaknesses. It's amazing. And what's really cute about this game though is that you carry you don't carry the first Pokemon in your team. He does not get carried in a Pokeball, but he walks along with you. That's just so cute. And you talk to him, as you can see. And he smiles at you, and it's just so cute. For some reason, maybe it's because I played Pokemon Silver already and I finished it. For some reason, I did not really enjoy. I'm not really enjoying it this much. I've just gotten to the burnt tower, and I have to beat that gym leader. I'm still not so attached to it. Maybe I'll get into it more. I played Pokemon Black 2 before playing this, so maybe this is why I was a little bit disappointed, because the music here is not as deep as Pokemon Black 2, even though everyone says it's a better game. The music isn't as deep, and probably the graphics in Pokemon Black 2 were a little better. I'm not a kind of person that likes graphics, but downgrading hasn't been a good idea. I should have played Soul Silver first and Black later, but that's okay. It's a Pokemon game, and I love traveling with my Pokemon and making them stronger. And I don't really like starters, not because I'm one of those. I think that the first 151 Pokemons were good, but because I really did like Typic. Ember is a great character. So what I was surprised about is that I had forgotten about this. You can get eggs very early in the game, if I'm not wrong, because I met the elders who take care of my Pokemons already. I was a bit disappointed first when Pokemon Black 2, I had to wait to end the game to get the rod and the care center and nursery. But then I realized that there isn't much I could do anyway, because I couldn't find Ditto before the end of the game. And when I found Ditto, I made so many Pokemons that people were looking for, and I started training them. Especially Dratini was very popular. In Pokemon in Soul Silver, I won Dratini when playing Voltron. That game is so addictive. Fun fact, the Voltron game was not programmed in the original Japanese version, if I'm not wrong. There used to be slot machines in Silver, but they were removed because they were hazard games. So you play Voltron Game, which you do not have to spend anything, and you just win, and it is an extremely fun game. I've spent so many hours in it, and I made over 20,000 tokens, and I've got some very strong moves. If I'm not wrong, it's Thunder, and I gave it to Dratini, and I got to Dratini's. I know it's silly to get to Dratini's. I could have just gotten one, but I had gotten one. I proceeded with the game, and I realized that he didn't have the strong attributes I wanted him to have, which were strength. And he had he was fast but with low strength. You know when you read them strength in blue, I wanted it red. And so I had to buy another one to avoid losing all the progress I had made up to then. As a global center, I still didn't get to this, as I still didn't try. I haven't had much internet connection, and I kind of dumped this game a little because I was so disappointed that my Pokeworker broke. I really like to think that I was taking Pokemon with me, No, it's silly. I'm a grown woman, but I really like Pokemon games and games in general. You see, you have your Pokemon, you go on walks. These are the steps of the day. These are the energy points. Sorry, which you can use to look for items or Pokemons. Here you're looking for Pokemons, Pokemon radar, and here's a fight. Oh yes, I caught a Nidoran at the beginning of the game, and it's helping me a lot because it has bird moves, fight moves, and poison normal, and he has a very good attack. So this is it for Pokemon Silver. Sorry, I have some voice issues today. Okay, so my last game, as I don't have any. I don't have much about to say this yet because I still didn't play with it. I bought it because it was I couldn't find it anywhere, and it is Dragon Quest 5. And it, if I'm not wrong, is the Spoons of Destiny, the Sposa del Destino. Also, this is also a remake, if I'm not wrong, of the PS version, which was a remake of the Super Nintendo version. I will read to you what's written in the bag in Italian. Sei stato cresciuto nella povertà, anche se nelle tue vene scorre sangue regale, e prima di raggiungere gli allori dovrai superare tante difficoltà, ma non scoraggiarti, affronta col valore il tuo destino, percorri questo cammino arduo e grazie al tuo aiuto il mondo vivrà una nuova speranza. Quinto capitolo della serie di Dragon Quest fa il suo debutto in Europa, arricchito da grafiche 3D e una colonna sonora orchestrale. Vesti i panni di un vero eroe e guidalo in questa avventura che lo porterà a vivere tutte le tappe della propria vita. So you're a hero, you're kind of poor even though you have noble roots in your blood. I'm very interested in trying this one, and I can't wait. I would play if I had slime. You find lots of these in Dragon Quest 4. And these are they're doctor slimes. I don't remember what their name is, but they're funny because they're like always smiling and they throw their hands in the air to heal themselves. And I like them as monsters. So, oh, here's the characters. Good looking as always. Here's the hero and other characters. So this is, from what I understand, this is what you are when the adventure starts and you're a kid. And so is Bianca. And then you both grow up. Oh, so there's 4 characters. Interesting. There aren't as many as in the other ones. So maybe we can grow attached to them. It explains to you. It looks similar to the other one. Oh, the menu is same. Oh my god. Looking at this booklet really makes me want to play it right away. The graphics look similar, which is a great thing because I like them. I'm happy that these remakes did not change graphics. I saw Final Fantasy III for sale, but it has all those 3D modern graphics, which actually look like PlayStation 1 graphics. I love PlayStation 1, but not those kind of graphics. Characteristics of characters. One weird thing about this game, well, at least of Dragon Quest 4, is that you could not see how many experience points you were missing towards the next level, but you had to go to the sanctuary and ask the priest. Oh, same things as before. different kinds of terrain, different types of villages and city, different means of transport and caverns. Woods King Slime. This one gives you so many experience points and money if you can beat him. Scary monsters. Yes, it looks very similar. I'm just wondering, I'm getting very curious because I see these monsters and I wonder if monsters can join you to fight. That would be amazing. You see this lion. Oh, it looks like such a lonely monster. It's so awkward looking. Yes, the fight screen is the same as 4, and I want to play this so bad now. I did not have to look at this. Remember that this monster in Dragon Quest IV gives you 300 gold each. So fun looking slimes. The monsters are so cute looking in this game, but it's a very hard game. Don't be fooled by how cute they look because they really kick butt. And the boss fights are extremely hard, and that is why I did not continue playing with this. I had to give it a break because I could not get over a boss fight. But I really like the game and I love the classic game style. And I like, especially because it's hard. I don't like easy games. Pokemon is too easy for me. And because I'm a person who likes to level up infinite times. And I don't mind random battles at all. And there's tons in here. There's a lot. There's so many. It says, tips for travel. Save, 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 save. Study how your group is in battle. Speak often to your mates. Oh, this is amazing. If you press B or you select talk in your main menu when there's nobody in front of you, you can talk to the other members of your group. They will often give you useful advice, and which could help you save your soul in harder situations. When you don't know what to do, press B to talk and listen to what they have to say. This is a great advice, and I will be certainly trying it. Tactics make the difference. Your friend masters. Oh, the first time you try and become friend with a monster of a certain kind, it could be enough to defeat it, to have him join your group. However, after a creature joins you, it will be harder to have another one of the same species join. If you want your group to have lots of strong monsters, try to fight with beasts of any type, so you can increase the chances that they'll join your group. This is a very interesting feature. I cannot wait to play this and to play with Dragon Quest IV. There's so many characters in this that I'm so interested in trying to let monsters join my team. This looks like Minecraft. This, I want this. I want to play with Chrono Trigger again. I want it so bad. I'm like having cold chicken from Chrono Trigger, and actually I'm also having cold chicken. Is it right? No, cold turkey. It's not cold chicken, it's cold turkey. I'm so sorry. I'm having cold turkey because I really want to play a new game, but I'm not feeling like playing Pokemon Silver. So I really want Dragon Quest 5 or 4 because I want this, because I want to talk to my characters. I never realized I could. And I want this because I want to start fighting with monsters and to meet this bride of destiny. Okay, so I'm going to stack them properly and show you just how good they look. They look so good when they're all set up properly and they're all tidy. And this is why I don't want downloadable games. I want to buy cartridges in their cute boxes, and I want to keep these boxes and stack them, and I want to tidy them, and I want to groom them, I want to clean them, I want to remove dust from them. I want to have my library of video games, and I will soon achieve it as I'm starting to collect some Super Nintendo games as well. But those are very costly and very rare to find. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you had any advice on Nintendo video games to play, and especially in RPGs, or maybe if some Final Fantasy game is really worth playing, even though if it's 3D. What I would really love is to have some games on Nintendo, like Answer Your Dreams, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 7, because I'm having cold turkey for those as well. Another game which I would so love to play again is Tales of Destiny. Tales of Destiny was such an amazing game, such a deep story, and we could get so attached to characters. Okay, maybe in another video I'll talk about that. I hope you have a great day, and if you enjoyed this video, this is Diana Do. Goodbye.